You would think that protecting your peace and living from a state of self respect would be the most empowering, amazing way to live. But it's actually the most lonely, and this is why. I heard two TikToks today that completely blew my mind with this understanding. When you start to stand in your own self respect and dignity and authenticity, and you start to recognize the people around you that created chaos because they were hot and cold, they were inconsistent, they used you. You were people pleasing. You were playing small to be loved by them. You were accepting breadcrumbs. You were accepting bad treatment because maybe you were used to it your whole life. Maybe you knew that to be normal. In my case, that was the situation. And you start to do the work to love yourself enough to demand better. And so those relationships start to fall away, and or you get rid of them. You cancel people or circumstances from your life that cause drama and chaos, and you choose yourself over and over again. It's really lonely. You're alone a lot. It's sad. You don't know who's going to come in and fill in those places. And you're fine by yourself, but we are animals that crave companionship. We crave physical touch. We need a tribe. And so I heard another idea today on TikTok that coincides with this. Often when we're trying to manifest our best life and the people that truly are going to love us for who we authentically are and show up for us in the ways that we deserve to be loved, that is something that we want in our hearts. And as a result, our reality will eventually show up as that. We will manifest that. That is the 4D. That is living in the 4D. It's changing yourself from the inside out and then having your reality in the 3D match the work you've done internally. But we need to realize that the current life that we're living matches our old self. So that old person that put up with breadcrumbs and put up with abuse and put up with users and, was in that bad relationship, your old self brought that reality to life in the 3D. That was your reality. And in many cases, you're still in that reality because it takes time for your 3D to catch up to the new person that you are, to the new needs that you have, to the new desires that you have. And so in that in-between, as you're choosing yourself over and over again, and you're starting to really fine tune your relationships and make sure that they are dialed and that they are in congruence with who you now are, it is lonely. It is disconcerting. You've never lived in this reality before. You've never been this person before. So the reality all around you is unknown. It's foreign. It's alien. And it can definitely throw you off. It can make you go back to old things, old patterns. I'm not doing that. Hell no. I've come way too far to do that. But I have done that in my life, and I see people do that. It's better to go back to the devil that you know than the devil that you don't. And so we will go back to old situations, old relationships, old friendships, because it's freaking hard to live in this in-between where we are waiting for our new 3D to manifest because we have done so much work internally and become a different person. It can be lonely, but stay the course because we're not going back to hell. We are not going back to hell.